So, what is the best investment route for you? Either the real estate route, either the fund route. What are the pros and the cons of the different investment routes? There are several. There is not one option that is, or one route that is 100% perfect. That does not exist. And also the investment options within the routes are not 100% perfect. It's our job to always analyze with you the pros and the cons of the different investment routes and options, and then you should decide the one that maximizes the pros and minimizes the cons. Now, in terms of real estate, what are the pros of real estate? Well, first, it's a tangible asset. Second, is a more liquid asset when you want to sell in the future. Either you want to quit the program in the middle or at the end, it's a more liquid asset. Third, there is several usages that you can make out of your real estate property. Either you rent it out for long term, for families, so 1 year, 2 years, 3 years contract, or you do Airbnb for tourists, or you can use it permanently or periodically. So there is several businesses that you can do or personal usage. And then you are also on the driver's seat. So you can decide, talk between your husband or your wife and decide, let's rent it, let's sell it, let's keep it for the kids. So you are on the driver's seat, you decide what to do. What are the cons of real estate? First, the taxes, because there is 7.5% closing costs, which include property transfer tax, stamp duty, notary fees. Then when you rent out your property, you pay 28% rental tax out of the income that you generate. And then at the end, when you sell your property, you pay 28% capital gains tax. So tax is definitely a con. The second is that there is always issues regarding property management. So there is always a leak in the bathroom, always a fridge that is not working, or the air conditioning. So there is always issues with property management. And the third con is that you are dealing with tenants, you have to find tenants, then sometimes tenants pay on time, sometimes they don't. So is somehow the hassle to take care of this rental and property management. By the way, Golden Visa offers a Get concierge service that includes property management and property rentals. Although we can support you in this service, it's more hassle. Now, regarding to funds, what are the pros of the funds? First of all, it's a highly regulated market. All of the funds are approved by the Market Commission, so it's highly regulated. Second is the diversification strategy. So you can invest in one fund, or you can invest in two, or you can invest in three. So you will diversify your investment strategy. At the same time, you diversify the risk. You can invest a little bit in prime residential, a little bit in yielding commercial assets, a portion in agriculture or in healthcare. Diversification. Third pro of the fund is the tax efficiency, because you don't pay taxes on entrance, you don't pay taxes on annual dividends, and you don't pay taxes on capital gains. Fourth pro is that the profitability it could be potentially be much more higher than the real estate. Some funds more aggressive, some funds more conservative, but on average, the income that the fund generates is higher than the real estate yields that you can get. What are the cons of the funds? Well, first, it's technically is a venture capital fund, which is a risk fund. Second, you are not on the driver's seat, so when to sell, at which price to sell is not your decision, is the fund manager's decision. And the third is a less liquid asset or investment, because the funds are closed funds, they are not listed on the stock market. So whenever you want to sell, you have to ask the fund manager to sell your participation units. So this is basically the difference between real estate and funds.